Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The snow has finally hit here in my part of Vancouver. We don't usually get too much of it, but winter is finally fully here, so the bike is packed away and I'm finally going to get to a project I've been putting off, and that's setting up the center stand. I've had it sitting in the garage for a number of months and I'll finally get to it now. So let's see if I can decipher these instructions and get this thing on the bike. So this is what I got in the box. I got the center stand, some plates, nuts and bolts, and the instructions. So let's see if it's better than IKEA. Step one is to take a bolt and a spacer and slide it through this one plate. Step two, take this L-shaped bracket and slide a rubber dampener onto it somehow. Yeah. There we go. Alright, the instructions are not very clear, but I figured out that I believe the bolt it wants me to take off is this one underneath the footrest. Right there. So let's get to doing that. So that is a number 12. I'm going to use a long one. Out. Alright, now we take the longest bolt that we had and we put it back in through the hole. And that one's a 17 millimeter head, for some reason different than the 12 millimeter head. They could have made it the same size, but they didn't. Make sure that you don't screw it all the way in first, or you won't be able to get the plate and the spacer on. Okay. So that's in. Alright, the tricky part is getting this plate to come in behind, and there is a hole for the other bolt to go into. So I'm gonna have to take the skid plate off. Alright, got the skid plate off. Oh, this is a real pain. Oh boy. Okay, it's finally tight. So far, a real pain in the ass. Alright, looks like now I just screw on this plate with the shortest bolts. Try not to forget the Loctite, I always do. There's more on the ground than on the bolt. Alright, what's next? Alright, next we got to take these two bolts off underneath the foot peg. My drill is sitting in front of the heater, so it's nice and warm. Alright, so you take your two long bolts, a spring mount plate, and you put a spacer in them. And then you can put them in. Alright. Next step. Alright, next it got two bushings that we stick in the hole, grease them up it says, so we'll add some grease. And the other one goes on the back side here on the bottom. All right, this is exciting. We're getting close. And I'm getting excited to finish this project because it's a pain in the ass. Okay, we take the big washer, the medium-sized bolt, put some thread locker on it, and I'll put some thread locker. And in there. Okay, last step, adding the spring and the tensioner for it. So you take the long skinny bolt, and that is a 10, or that's an 8. Nope, sorry, that's a 10. It's a 10 millimeter. Slides through the hole, and there's a spacer, and the tensioner can screw on that. Alright, to attach the spring, you hold the stand level, and then you just tighten her up. Alright, all that's left is to test her out. Alright, let's see how easy this is. Get her up. Oh man, that was nothing. On the Vstrom, it took all the power that I had to lift the bike up. This thing, you just step on that stand and the bike pops right up. Alright, all that's left is to put on the skid plate. That's the installation of the SW Mototech center stand. The instructions weren't very clear, so hopefully I helped clear some of the things up for you if you're going to install one and make things a little bit easier for you. Otherwise, wait until the spring to get out and ride. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And have a great holiday season. Hopefully what I showed you guys... Hopefully what I showed you guys helped you out. Well, there you guys. Issues and troubles that I went through. And, for fuck's sake.